Did you know that on September 21st, Saturn will come very close to Earth, appearing brighter and more beautiful than usual? This is a sight you definitely shouldn't miss. On this day, the Sun, Earth, and Saturn will align in a straight line. Normally, Saturn is about 1.6 billion kilometers away from us. But on September 21st, it will be only 1.3 billion kilometers away. That's 300 million kilometers closer than usual. This rare event is called the opposition of Saturn. Because of this, Saturn will shine in the night sky like a golden yellow star. And if you have a telescope, you'll not only see Saturn's rings, but also some of its moons. You can spot it right after sunset on September 21st around 6:30 p.m. And the later into the night you look, the clearer it will appear. So mark your calendars and don't miss this once-in-a-year opportunity. Did you know that on September 21st, Saturn will come very close to Earth, appearing brighter and more beautiful than usual?
Shalom. First and foremost, all praise, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rechakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who still rule and teach well. And peace and blessings and safety unto the Lord's elect, scattered throughout the four corners of the planet Earth, mainly in America, pushing this word in humility and sincerity as commanded by Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai. And this is more proof that the calendar that we keep, which is according to the new moon, the Shabbat being according to the new moon, is the correct calendar. But it's also more proof that the prophecies of the scriptures is coming to pass. You know, that's how I look at this event of Saturn being visible and being aligned with the Earth and what else did he say? The Earth and the moon or something, or the Earth and the sun. These are part of the signs of heaven. Okay, but also that shows you that because the Lord exalts one day above another. That's in the book of Sirach. And so if you have a special event in the heavens, it's because the Lord designed it that way. Sirach 33 and verse 7. Why doth one day excel another, when as all the light of every day in the year is of the sun? By the knowledge of the Lord they were distinguished, and he altered seasons and feasts. Some of them have he made high days, right, like the high holy days, which September 21st at eve is a high holy day, known as the memorial blowing of the trumpets, and it's also the new moon. Some of them have he made high days and hallowed them, and some of them hath he made ordinary days. So the Lord is the one that separates the days. Even the Shabbat is a high holy day. So this is a sign. This is one of those signs in heaven, which is more proof that the Lord Yahushua is on his way. Acts 2 and 19, and I will show wonders in heaven above and signs in the earth beneath, blood and fire and vapors of smoke. The sun shall be turned into darkness, solar eclipses, and the moon into blood moons. Just had one last week, before the great and notable day of the Lord. And so we're not, because the average person, they'll look at this event and they'll get to worshiping the stars, and they're gonna have a party. Let's have a party, Saturn watch party, and all of this madness. Look, we just take these things as a sign from the Heavenly Father that His Son is on the way. Nothing more, nothing less. Jeremiah 10 verse 1 and 2, it says, Hear ye the word of the Lord, which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. So that's how the heathen are when they see the signs of heaven. They are inclined to worship the sun, the moon, and the stars. And in time past, Israel have followed those ways of the heathen. You have these different horoscopes and astrology and all of this stuff. Even Esau and his measurements, and it's 1.3 billion kilometers and 300 kilometers. Look, nigga, you never been out there. You don't know how far these things actually are. But the point is that, the illumination of it, the alignment of it, it's a sign in heaven. And the Lord said that there would be signs in the heavens before his return. Matthew the 24th chapter. In fact, I always go there. Let's go to Mark 13. Mark 13 says. Mark chapter 13, verse 24. But in those days after that tribulation, the sun shall be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars of heaven shall fall. This is talking about the nuclear destruction. The stars of heaven is talking about the missiles. Okay? And the powers that are in heaven shall be shaken. And then shall they see the Son of Man coming in the clouds with power and great glory. So let me scroll up. Okay, so I have to go to Matthew 24. Because Matthew 24 speaks about... Oh no, it's actually Luke 21. It's like Luke 21. Yeah, Luke 21 and 25. It says, and there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars. You see? And upon the earth distress of nations. Are we not seeing all of these things take place? With perplexity. You know? Perplexity means to be without resources. And the main resource that these people are without is answers. Even though we have the answers, we're giving them the answers, they're too blind to see it. So they're in a state of perplexity. What's going on with the world? What is happening to my country? Why is America like this? Why are people like this? All that, you know. They got so many questions, but they don't want to sit their ass down and listen to what the Bible got to say. So the Lord is leading them to destruction. Luke 21 and 25, and there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars, and upon the earth distress of nations with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring. Just yesterday you had a tsunami warning because there was a 7.8 earthquake out off the coast of Russia. The scripture said the sea and the waves roaring. So all of these things are a sign of the Lord's return, but again, I take it as a sign that we're keeping the Shabbat and the high holy days the correct way, you know, because the Lord is having these special, you know, events in the heavens. They fall on the days that, you know, the Apostle Ramlah has declared, you know, the new moon, you know. So you could take it as a faith booster as well. Lord, when this is edifying, just a quick hit. Call me Ashrala. Shalom.